Welcome to another episode of G.I. Joe is G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe! We're starting the year all slow. News is kind of slow right now. So let's jump right into it. And the first thing I've kind of experienced from G.I. Joe is classified is basically what is going on here with the Big Ben and range rifle showing up now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are getting a hold of these figures pretty easily. And what I've noticed is, Big Nerdy has a stock. Then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, Walmart gets the stock. And of course, you know, the smaller stores and comic stores get the toys. So what I think has happened, which we kind of figured anyway, that huge purge from a couple of months ago, where they were just letting loose all these toys, just get them out of here, so they can finally let loose these toys that really was supposed to drop like summer, fall, like the Range Viper, Big Ben. They're gonna be a little bit more ready and available. Those retro cards, get those out there. And of course, they didn't want to unleash those on the huge stock of toys they got. I believe they got rid of a lot of G.I. Joe. Maybe not enough, but I know I brought a lot. Like I brought off Walmart the Big Ben like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago for $37. Now you can find him for regular price. He's selling out quick, but it's making people jump on it. Ooh, I really need that. I already got all the G.I. Joe I want, and I didn't care. I needed Big Ben through that 1 through 100, and I've gotten so much G.I. Joe on discount. Like I don't even care, man. I of course will play regular price, but I paid a little bit over for him, which I haven't done that ever since the beginning of the line, maybe paying overpriced for a figure, but I needed him. But I think I'm going to start seeing those figures starting to show up. Retro Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Crimson Guards, Big Ben, Range Vipers, and everything is going to be pretty much up to speed, because we are pretty much kind of up to speed. Still got a few more things to get through. I think they're probably going to do a few more purges, trying to get those figured off so they can be leveled off by the time next year hits. But make a long story short, I ordered 3 Range Vipers off Walmart the other night like it wasn't shit. Okay, and I got Big Ben a couple of weeks ago, and now all of a sudden Big Nerdy has the Storm Shadow, Crimson Vipers, and like I said, somebody need to come across that Snake Eyes. If you ever see him, let me know, because I believe those figures are going to start hitting the market. Also, a Punk with Toys did a Snow Job and Ricondo head swap. I don't know if he was the first person to do it, but I was the first person. I looked at the channel and seen it. And man, I was looking for something to do with that Snow Job head sculpt, and he was right. It's too good looking to be sitting in a drawer somewhere. And everybody's got a shitload of those Ricondos. I know I just brought a couple of them. I could already do it, but I'm looking for some, like Ricondo been on sale forever. I'm looking for some that got smashed up that I brought from Target almost a year ago. And they basically gave them to me for free. I'd rather open those up and use those for fatigue bodies. So if you want to make that work, I think that looks pretty cool. It can take Snow Job out of that Arctic background and actually put them in the jungle or the woods. A guy on Facebook did this Storm Shadow and Snow Serpent head swap, and I think that's pretty cool. Of course, you know, in the cartoon, I don't even know if in the comics Storm Shadow didn't wear that Arctic gear. He was just out there. But it's a cool head swap, and it looks like it's easy and ready to do. This is pretty cool right here. I forgot the name of the episode, but it's the episode when they meet Shipwreck, and it's Flint and Mutt and Junkyard, and they're dressed up like Cobra soldiers. Somebody's took their head sculpts, being that we got Mutt now, and put them on Cobra Infantry, and that's pretty dope. When I seen that, I'm like, yo, I could take that to the diorama table and mix them in with the Cobra Army and make a photo out of it, man. So that was pretty cool. Good heads up, and that's what this G.I. Joe should be. Heads up. Bombada put Gridiron Studios aerial like helmet on Mutt and Junkyard, and that looks pretty cool too. Somebody did like a kit bash and put a movie Storm Shadow head. I believe that's movie Storm Shadow, or it might be Snake Eyes, either one of them, on a Cobra body. And those are good heads. I don't know if they fit or you have to Dremel them out, but I've been meaning to look for those heads like Henry Goldman and whoever played the Storm Shadow guy, if I have his head, and try to put them on, you know, some of the classified characters, man. I've been seeing it done, but I thought that looked pretty decent, man, to try to make something happen. I seen this a couple of weeks ago, but of course, you know, we haven't been doing soapbox, but a guy, I think he said off eBay or Amazon, ordered like some little skinny, almost kind of like pinhole magnets, and then putting them in the footholes of G.I. Joes and taking the metal washers and using that as stands. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. He also did something that was strong enough to hold a Spider-Man upside down. So if you are into that, and some guy even brought a metal sheet, just a piece of sheet metal to put down and have those magnets in the footholds and just help you do unique stance, man. And I thought that was a brilliant idea. I believe he said you can get those little magnets off eBay, 3/4 inch. They have to be smaller, maybe like 1/8 inch, because those pinholes are small to go inside the footholes, man. But I thought that was a cool and interesting idea. All right, we're gonna get into a couple of photos here. This first one is a guy named Sean Carnery, I believe, Carney. He actually has a YouTube channel where he does diorama pieces, and I thought this was a pretty cool photo of Chuckles. It almost kind of reminds me of Pulp Fiction, like looking in the mirror driving that Malibu and shit. But Chuckles, like I said, he's not a star, man. He's like a B-list celebrity, but he's the type of guy you can kind of just throw him in any movie, man, and you can kind of make him work out, and I think this was cool. Also, Century Productions. I learned about this guy through ACBA, and he's a strictly ACBA. That's what he do. He take pictures, and he has a YouTube channel, but he is about that life of taking pictures, and I thought this picture was deep right here. I don't know if this is Big Ben, but just the picture with the dead bodies with the white sheets over, you see the little red dots from their mortal wounds, and he's just sitting there soaking. I just thought that was a deep picture. I thought it was dope. In real life, that has to be something kind of crucial to deal with. Because to be honest with you, the human person is not supposed to see that much carnage and death at one time, man. And even the music he had with it, and I thought this was a masterpiece. He's really dope on Instagram. He'll show you, just like how I did the diorama, he'll show you pretty much how he got it set up, and then that last thing he'll swoop in and go right into the camera frame, and you can see the actual frame of the picture, man. So shout out to Century Productions. This picture right here is my man Lawrence Jordan. He just became one of my Instagram buddies, man, and I thought this was a pretty dope picture. He complimented me on my pic, and shout out to everybody, man, who has came on the Instagram, who's shown love, who subscribed over the past couple of weeks. We had a pretty good couple of weeks on here on the channel, man. I thank y'all, man. I hope y'all like the content. We're gonna keep putting it out. And if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. If you are subscribed, put your bell notifications on, because my views have kind of picked up, and I think I put out some pretty good content, man. So you know what I got pumping, because we pretty much put it out weekly here, man. But thank you, everybody. But Lawrence Jordan is on my Instagram, and he did this pretty dope picture here. He came over, liked my picture. I went back over to his, and I seen this picture right here, and he had the perfect song, We Tell Them War Stories, off the Tupac album, and it's just got G.I. Joe at the table. And this is kind of diorama shooting I want to get into. I'm into the big field shooting, which I'm laying out now, but also the most close quarters. Has to really do with a lot of lighting, and I like this picture right here. And so shout out to you, brother. And this is also a blue ninja, and I just kind of like this picture. It looked like the ninja kind of fell out of the fodder bin with all these mixed matched parts, just kind of like walking out, and I just thought that was dope, man. I really find love and beauty in all action figures, man, and kind of can start moving with my imagination on what's going on, and that looks pretty dope. This is the Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of action figures, and I want to give a shout out, man, to Unc's Reviews. Appreciate you, brother, man. Shout me out on your channel, man. I salute you. You doing your thing, man.
You getting down, nigga.
I want to see you up there with the wrestling, like how Kyle Peterson is, My Damn Toys, Hill Figs, and all those guys. You deserve to be there too, because I know your passion is there. Just me watching a live stream, you'll kind of spark me wanting to watch wrestling again. I ain't watched wrestling in God knows when. I've collected more figures than I've watched wrestling, and all of those figures go back to my era, late 80s, early 90s, as a kid, seeing these larger than life athletes move around, man. But shout out to you, man. Shout out to Lyle's Figure Files, man. Shout out to you, family. Love watching that brother live streams, man. And I think he should be up on the top, also way up top too. And also shout out to Uncle Tim, man, for sending people over. That was like first time I've had people like almost like a boss, like, hey, Tim said go over there, and people showing up, man, and I got a few subscribers off that, man. So I appreciate you, family. Thank you, man. I shout out to you, brothers. But I'm glad, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We're back up and going with it, man. So hopefully we'll be back here next week to wrap it up and talk and see what's up. Also, I got a review, some diorama review I just did, my first table diorama. So if you guys haven't seen that, check that out. Also got some more videos coming up. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless. Oh yeah, and Nino, tell them how you feel, cuz.
So, see ya, and I wouldn't want to be here.